Hello! We are keeping it rolling with the healthy theme. January is a long month, but we have a long time to get it together from all of the things we ate at Christmas. At least in our household, we need that. So today, Zoodles zucchini noodles. Who's heard of them? Probably most of you. It's a great alternative, in my opinion. Even Scott loves these. To pasta. Pasta's awesome. I love it. But when you're trying to kind of cut the carbs or cut the calories out and like lower things down, get more veggies in your diet, this little guy is your friend. So a lot of people use what's called a spiralizer. There are ones you can attach to your mixer. There's handheld ones. I have a small little one like this, and you basically stick your zucchini in here. I know it seems very phallic and inappropriate. And this, it's called the veggetti. Long pause. Anyways, and you would basically twist this around and out this end would come little spirals of zucchini noodles. However, just like pasta comes in all shapes and sizes, I prefer that bad boy right over there. My food processor. I have a little shredder attachment. I throw this thing down and literally in about 30 seconds, all 5 of my zucchinis will be shredded. And it's kind of a big shred. You also, if you didn't have any of this fancy stuff, my guess is most everybody has a cheese shredder. So you could literally just take your zucchini and use your little grater, or, not cheese shredder, but grater, and grate your zucchini on like the bigger hole. And it works the same. It's just like orzo pasta, which is the little rice-shaped pasta. Same idea. They just aren't long noodles. I don't really care what shape they are. I honestly have done both, and I prefer the bigger shred of a zucchini. So that's what I like to do. But what I really want to focus on this one, because there's a lot of, cool, shred up your zucchini, cook it, right? Wrong. There are 4 key things that you want to remember with making really good zoodles. The first is salt, the second is set, the third is squeeze, and the fourth is steam. I will explain those as I go. So the first thing, you guys, that really makes a big difference is once you've got your zucchini shredded, you want to cover it with some salt and let it hang out. That's the set part. And then I will do a towel in my bowl. And this is this is more than just like throw it in a pan, but I'm telling you, it makes a big difference because anybody who has ever made zucchini noodles, if you don't do something to help it, you're going to have a real watery pasta. Your sauce just turns to water. There's a whole lot of it because zucchini is predominantly water. So you got to do some things to kind of give it a little help. So I will put all of my shreds in here, salt it, then I will set it alone. If you're in a rush, I would say 5 to 10 minutes, but I usually get this started and then I do some other things. So I'll try and do like 20 to 30 minutes just because I have the time. If you don't, it's okay. And then I will gather up my towel, bring it together. I'll show you what this is like, squeeze out all the water, and then I put it in a dry nonstick skillet. And the heat from the skillet will actually kind of help steam off any extra water. Those 4 very simple steps will make all the difference in the world for your zoodles. So let's get started. So I'm just finishing up, throwing these guys in. Takes no time at all. I already dumped my first batch, and I'm doing 5 zucchinis because I want to have some leftovers. Because this is a little bit of a process. It's not hard, it just takes a little extra time. So my zucchini, you guys, is just, see the shreds? They're like little shorty noodles, and they're not that thin. And so I love this method. So now salt. So I just keep in here, I keep kosher salt. It has a very mild salt flavor, where like table salt with iodine in it has kind of a chemical taste. To me, it's not what people use in restaurants. In like culinary school, we only used kosher salt. You can do sea salt, but I do find that's a little bit stronger salt. And I want this to not be too salty tasting, which I know sounds funny. It's salt, but not all salt's created equal. So I will put the salt in here, and what this does is it will help draw the moisture out of the zucchini noodles. And I did this whole situation, you guys, you can see coming down here in a clear bowl. So you're gonna be able to see it. And I actually am gonna set this, I forgot to put a colander in here, a little strainer colander. I'll set that in the bowl and it's gonna drip down from there. then this towel, I'm gonna scoop it up and just give it a good squeeze. So I swapped things up. I took my towel out and I just dumped the stuff into this colander, and the amount of liquid that's gonna come down in there is a lot. So I remember from last time that I did this, because this is a newer method I learned and I love it, that towel will be soaked. There is so much liquid, you won't believe it. Okay, this is gonna go inside just a jar, one of my favorite brands when I have coupons, of this sauce. And I love this chicken sausage. It's spicy Italian. And I slice it into little rounds kind of on the bias, so on an angle, and kind of thin so they're easy to, you know, bite into. And those will go into my sauce. And you guys, that's it. I'll top it with some Parmigiano. I could do a salad, and I'm probably gonna do some sauteed mushrooms for me on the side, but that will be dinner, and it's super filling, so delicious. You do not miss the noodles, I promise. My zucchini is all set. So remember, first step, salt, set. Now we're gonna squeeze and then we're gonna steam. Okay, so look at all the liquid. Why don't you zoom in? That's a lot of liquid. And that's just what I got from letting it just sit there. So I put my towel out here. Like I said, I switched to having the towel. I kind of remembered from last time, it was a lot of water. So I just, a clean towel. This is never stained my towels. And I just pull it up like this. You guys are not gonna believe what's gonna happen when I squeeze it. Watch this. Look at how much water, and I'm just squeezing the bottom of it. You might think this is like destroying the zucchini, but it's not. It's pretty hardy. And so I'm gonna get the majority of that water out, but gosh, it's a lot, you guys. But this really makes it so good. And this is why I do 5 zucchinis for just Scott and I, because you can actually follow me over here, because I want to have a little leftover, but it cooks down a lot. So now is going to be the steam part. So I'm going to pop it into my skillet, and it's all like, you know, mashed together, but I'm going to use my fingers, they're clean, and spread this out. I'm going to turn my heat on, and I'm just going to let it hang out in the pan on like medium low. And you're not trying to, sorry, little interruption, phone call from my kid. Okay. So my zucchini is in here. It's gonna be steaming. I just spread it out. It's on medium low if you didn't get that. And then I wanna show you over here. This is just the jar of sauce that I opened up, and I sliced up that package of spicy Italian chicken sausage, and that's just been hanging out, you guys, just slowly simmering away. It's on like pretty low heat, and it's just bubbling and evaporating a little bit of that liquid. These guys will combine. It is tasty town. I'm telling you, I'm super excited. So this situation over here with the steamy zucchini, probably let it go for like 10-ish minutes, but then it's done. So you think when you cook boil a pound of noodles in water, it's usually, 10-ish minutes. So there's a few extra steps with this one, but it's not too bad. So I really want to encourage you to give it a whirl. All right, taste testing when I bring it all together. See you in a sec. Okay, my zucchini noodles, Zoodles, have been steaming. Maybe you see a little steam. I can still see it coming off for about 10 minutes. I did add a little bit of garlic powder and pepper. I don't want to add any salt because I already had the salt on there. But I've got that. This is kind of heavy. So I'm going to put it directly into my sauce because we're going to be eating this right away, and then there'll be leftovers. So that all goes in there. And by the way, my skillet was just a dry skillet. Didn't add any oil or anything, just a dry nonstick skillet. I highly recommend the nonstick so it doesn't stick. And I'm just gonna fold this in, and you can see those pieces of the chicken sausage in there. And because I let my sauce kind of cook as I was doing this whole process of salting and setting, and then getting that steam off the noodles, that sauce is a little more concentrated, which is great for flavor, and also great so it's not as watery. So if you've ever, again, like I said, if you've ever done this and you didn't do any special steps, you will notice that you'll have like a lake with your zucchini noodles. So got this all ready to go. Just gonna serve myself up a little bit right here in the center. Some pieces of that yummy chicken sausage. And over here, a little surprise for Mama. Let's not see. I had a little pan fried mushrooms. Because, I know what's what, unlike my camera guy who does not like the mushroom. Oh my gosh. It's so good. And then a little sprinkle of Parm Reggiano, and we're all ready to go. Okay. My favorite part. I'm so excited. Okay, zucchini noodle. I'm gonna get a little piece of sausage, a little mushroom. Mushroom's optional, and you could do other veggies too. It smells amazing. I need a moment. Oh my gosh. Pasta what? Pasta what? You guys, this is so good. You do not, I repeat, do not miss the pasta as I'm flinging zucchini noodles around. It is just flavorful. There's still texture like a noodle because you haven't like boiled these, so they're not mushy. You've just let the steam, so more water evaporates. There's a good texture. That little extra garlic powder that I put in there while it was steaming was the hit. And of course, the sausage, whatever you want to do with that. You could do ground meat or like I did, packaged sliced sausages. I just went with what was easy and what I've done before, and I love that flavor combo. Give this one a try. It is so, so good and so healthy, and you can just go to town on a bowl of it, and it's really low cal if you are trying to watch your waistline and atone for those December sins like me. I had a lot of cookies. It was a good time, but healthy January. All right. Delighted the Bite. Subscribe, share, tell all your friends about this, and please hit that little bell and subscribe to my channel. And if you hit the bell, you get the alerts so you know when I post. If you haven't paid attention though, every Wednesday evening, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, I post a new video. It goes up. And then I try and share it on my other social medias, my Facebook and my Instagram account at Delighted the Bite, all the places you can find me. So thank you so much for watching. Happy healthy eating. Give Zoodles a try with my 4-step process. All right, thanks guys.